Ripping is a whole other story.
Yeah.
And so what you have to do with a good rip is make sure that the board is tight against the fence and tight on the table.
Right.
That's the control that we have over what we're doing.
Right.
And if that's not really perfectly in control, then you get into a lot of trouble with the saw here.
Yep. And you want to stay away from the blade at the same time,
Well,
so a
you
lot
wanna
of your
stay away
control
from
ends
the
up
blade.
the other end.
Right,
So.
right. There are two issues. I tend to divide it into this hand, and they've got different jobs, and
Okay.
they're related, but there's still basic body position stuff going on. So I'm in the same stance that we talked about up front. Foot forward, foot back, pointing off in a different direction because I've got to move and I've got good balance in this position. My knees are bent, my hips are forward. And now I'm going to spread my hands apart, and so my front hand is going to be responsible for keeping the board down on the table and also tight to the fence here. And the push comes from my back hand.
Right.
And I'm going to do this with the saw off first to give you a sense of what's happening here. And I will push forward with this. This hand is not only pushing, but it's also making sure I'm not doing any of this. So
Right.
you have to practice. It's a good idea to
Yeah.
practice with the saw off, just like this. I mean, it really does make a difference. The other thing I'm going to try to do is push this through in a smooth, even motion. If I stop, almost invariably, I'm going to burn the wood or create a little
Yeah.
bump in it.
Yep.
And then I have to, I'm facing like this. I will push through and then I will step forward. Finally, at the end, I'm going to actually step forward and push the board beyond.
Right.
So that it does not
Clears, yeah.
stop
Yeah.
up against
away
the
from the
blade
saw,
there.
yeah.
Get it away from the blade.
Okay.
If it were narrower than this, I keep my push sticks right here.
Me too. Me too.
And it's a really nice idea to have those right there. Here, I'm comfortable with something this wide. If it's a little narrower, I might even hook my fingers
Right.
on the fence so that I can't accidentally wander away.
Yep. Great tip.
Okay, should we make some sawdust here?
Sure.
Let me set this a little bit further over so I actually cut something. And we'll suit up for this.
Yep. Always a good idea to let it stop before you do anything else.
Now, there were a couple other things going on. I don't know if you noticed this, but I made this really cool move with my thumb
I was checking.
as
Yep.
I was pushing through. So when I got to here, I kind of
Yep.
kept pushing, and I was going to run out of room to push with my fingers underneath.
Yep.
So my thumb comes around, and then my hand comes over, and I can keep pushing while I'm doing that.
Yep.
That's one that's worth practicing with the
It
saw
is.
off.
And that's a good thing to get second nature.
Yeah, you don't want to be thinking about that while
Right.
you're thinking about a spinning saw blade that's
Right.
a few inches away from your hand. The other thing I don't know if you noticed is this hand didn't really move very much.
No,
It's
right.
planted here on the table. It's well outside. I love the fact that this is red here. That's
The danger
you
zone,
don't want to
right?
be anywhere
Yep.
near that.
Absolutely. And you got a nice smooth cut.
Right.
No bumps, no
All the way.
jiggles. Yep.